Today, we are discussing women's health and medical mysteries that can be certainly difficult to diagnose. After months of feeling like she wasn't getting the answers she needed, teenager Ayli Dunk was finally diagnosed with autoimmune encephalitis. It's a rare condition where the immune system attacks the brain. But her journey did not end there. Ayli was also found to have stiff person syndrome, the same rare neurological condition that superstar Celine Dion recently revealed was her diagnosis. Ayli and her mom, Lindsay, are still with us, and joining us from Northwell Health, the doctor who finally gave them the answers, pediatric neurologist Dr. Julian Palicki.
Thank you. Thank you.
Real pleasure. Thank you so much.
Dr. Palicki, the reason why we called this show Medical Mystery is because we've done gaslighting, right? This is when people have gone in and they feel that they've not been heard. But with autoimmune diseases or even stiff persons, these are hard to diagnose.
Right.
From a doctor's perspective, help us understand what that's like for doctors.
It is really hard to understand, and unfortunately the journey they had to go through is one that a lot of parents and patients have to go through, because we as physicians, we as the medical community are just learning about these. We're just discovering. It's a group of disorders that we really suspected were there, with the immune system attacking parts of your brain. So obviously that's just going to have effects really throughout your whole body, your thinking, your walking, your talking, even your thoughts.
Well, even like chronic fatigue. I hear a lot of women mention chronic fatigue, and it seems like this mystery illness, and you feel that it's in your head, but it's real, but there aren't clear tests in many cases.
Because the problem, the wonderful thing and the problem with medicine is that it evolves. So we can suspect that diseases are there, but until we have the ability to put them together, usually as a group of researchers and clinicians, and then, as you very accurately mentioned, have a test that can say, okay, it's not this, it looks like this, that can finally direct our treatment to make the person better.
Lindsay, with Ayli's stiff person's diagnosis, what set off alarm bells there for you?
She started to have different types of seizures. They started to be painful. Her body would kind of twist and it would get stuck. It almost felt like her bones were breaking.
I had never, and I think most people hadn't heard of this condition until Celine Dion.
Correct.
And her documentary was heartbreaking but illuminating at the same time. Are there tests for this?
There is now, which is wonderful. But it's, thank you. But it's also important to know, and the journey that Lindsay and Ayli went through, it's not just a test, because these tests are new and they need to be interpreted to the person as a whole. So we look at the whole person and everything that's going on and how it does affect. Does this test fit with that suspicion? We really felt that this could be the case, but till we did the testing and looked at her response to treatment, I do have to say that Ayli had such a powerful response, even to her first dose of treatment, that my colleagues at Northwell Health called me and said, you have to come see this.
What is the treatment like for her? What's been the treatment pattern?
So initially, we treated with steroids, which work very powerfully and initially to see if it will stop the effects of the immune system. Ayli was on steroids for a while, but she can tell you she did not like them long term.
What was this? What were you experiencing, Ayli?
I had developed like Cushing syndrome, so I was gaining weight a lot. I was getting really like agitated easily.
And so they adjusted the treatment.
So we actually were then able to move forward. Again, Lindsay did a lot of advocacy to, to push for the fact that Ayli needed a special kind of treatment. It's direct immunoglobulin therapy, and we were able to get it delivered in her home on a monthly basis, and that changed everything.
So you went from being a medical mystery to a 16-year-old who now has got your driver's license and you're on TikTok. Lindsay, what's your advice? Again, because these are rare conditions, but it took a level of advocacy that I think people are in awe.
Yeah. Well, you know, when it's your child, you're going to do a lot. So, I mean, I would never give up on her. And I told her that. So and we fought, and we found the right doctor who would listen to us. And even to this day, it's not over. You know, it's been 3 years, and we still are in contact with her. She will be our doctor forever because it takes time. This isn't just you get a medicine and you're good. You got to reset your immune system, and you got to make those antibodies start working.
100%.
And thank you for listening to us. And you just have to find that one doctor. And don't stop.
Ayli, we're so proud of you. Keep doing those TikTok videos. I'll be watching. Dr. Paliki, Lindsay, you are somebody I admire so deeply, and I can see the audience feels the same way. Thank you for being here. Coming up, the author of Invisible Kingdom, the New York Times bestseller that sheds light on chronic illnesses and the painful frustration many patients experience. We'll be right back.